What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome to Super Mario 64. Although this is no ordinary Mario 64, check it out, we got Cappy on our head. That's because this is a ROM hack called Super Mario Odyssey 64. So, just like in Mario Odyssey, yeah, we can use Cappy to take control of pretty much anything in this game, which is kind of incredible, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So, what do you say we actually, get inside the castle and get into some real levels and see just exactly what we can do. I was looking at the page for this ROM hack, which I will include in the description down below. That way you guys can download it and try it out for yourself. But yeah, the list of things that you can actually control is pretty extensive. It ranges from enemies to inanimate objects, which is pretty nuts. Never in a million years would I have imagined that someone could take Mario 64, a game that came out in what, 1998, 99, something like that, and somehow program in a mechanic from a game that's coming out in 2017. It just blows my mind. So, oh, hang on, that was kind of weird. I think that was a glitch. There we go. Yeah, now we're a pink Bob-omb. So I did test out this game a little bit prior to recording this. I didn't really do a whole lot, so don't worry. But, yeah, controlling the characters is kind of weird, and also, it's not exactly the most stable thing in the world. Sometimes when you're, controlling an object or an enemy, the game will just completely freak out and send you flying, so be a little bit careful. Just, know that this is not the best way to play Mario 64. It's fun, don't get me wrong, but, sometimes random things will happen and you'll just die as a result. Now, as I was saying before, all the enemies that you take control of retain their original, walking animation, cycles, and programming, so getting them to go where you want them to is a little bit of a challenge, but it does make it more fun. You can sort of orient yourself and then point them in the right direction, but it's kind of up to them where they're going. And yeah, you can also take control of inanimate objects like platforms and stuff like that. You cannot control the up or down of where you're going, so should probably jump off soon, otherwise I might just hit the top of the level. And can I land on the island, please? Or I can miss it entirely, that works too. I mean, it's kind of weird because Mario Shadow was on the island for a second there, but fine, whatever. Can I control this chain chomp? Oh, I totally can, heck yeah. I mean, he's still on the post, but what can you do? Because if I broke the post, he would just break open the star and then run away, so yeah, can't really do a whole lot with this chain chomp, I guess, but still, it's kind of cool that we do get to control him. I don't know, I'm having fun with this because, like I said, I saw a ton of videos about this in my recommended recently, and, it just looked like it was going to be a ton of fun, so that's pretty much my only goal for this video, is to just sort of experiment with it, see what you can and can't control, and have a good time, because right now I can't actually record in my own, studio to make actual videos, so this is sort of just gonna be a one-off thing. And oh my gosh, can I not die in the first level of Mario 64 on video? That would be incredibly embarrassing. But yeah, if you guys have been reading my pinned comments, and I think I may have mentioned it in a previous video, but there's some home renovation going on right now, and it's taking place directly outside my room, so haven't exactly had the best recording environment as of late. Also, holy crap, can I take this guy anywhere? Because it would be really cool to explore the entire level as King Bob-omb. That would be amazing. Oh no. Oh, actually, you know what? It's still programmed for the boss fight, so if I wanted to do this, I probably should have tried to take control of him before I initiated the fight. Whatever, not a huge deal. I guess we can just kill this guy normally. So anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, because of all the noise of the renovations and stuff like that, I haven't really been able to record as much as I would have liked to. Believe it or not, right now I'm actually not even inside my house. I'm outside in my shed, where all my yard tools are, recording with my laptop in my microphone on the floor. I'm sitting on a bucket. So yeah, it's not pretty, guys. I do apologize if the audio sounds a little bit worse than normal. It probably will, just because obviously when I'm up in my room / studio recording, I have a lot of extra precautions and things that I do to make sure there's no background noise. I sort of have my mic surrounded by acoustic foam, and then I do other things to make it sound really, really nice, which none of that I can do right now since I'm in a shed, which is, fun. It's also really, really hot in here. But, I did not want to miss, like, 2 days of uploading a video, so I figured I would just suck it up and, do my best to get a video out, and, well, this is where we are. I'll do my best in, like, editing to make it look and sound as good as possible. Alright, now I want to try something here, and, oh, yes, it worked! Holy crap, this is what I was hoping for, man. I can now just have Koopa the Quick take me right to the end of the level. That is exactly what I want. I am actually holding down the B button, which when you control like an enemy, if you press B, that sort of makes them go forward. A makes them go in reverse when you take over enemies. So, yeah, by holding the B button, he's actually going a little bit faster, I think, than he normally would, which is kind of cool. And I really don't have to do anything else. Like, this is great, man. I wish more games would play themselves. It would make my job a whole heck of a lot easier. Alright, let's just use the shortcut, though, to make sure we win the race, even though I probably could have hopped off of good old Koopa the Quick there anytime I wanted to. But I want to make sure I get the star because I don't want to spend the entire video in Bob-omb Battlefield. Like, that would be kind of lame if I say so myself. No, come back, Koopa the Quick. I want to take control of you again, please. Oh, we had it for a second there. Yeah, if you do it when you're, like, too close to something, it sort of glitches out, which is kind of weird, but whatever. Give me my star, man. I got bigger fish to fry. I think that will be, like, the last star that we get here in Bob-omb Battlefield. So, let's move on to something else, shall we? Now, I've got a good idea. So, we only have 2 stars right now, which normally would limit you to, like, the areas that you can access in the castle. But, like I said, we can control inanimate objects, so let's try it out on this door, and yeah, there we go. Screw you, 3-star door. You're not gonna stop me from getting to Cool Mountain today. Alright, let's do it. So I've got an idea. Cool Mountain is pretty infamous for, that one penguin star. You know, the one where we have to, like, deliver the baby penguin to the mommy penguin, like, all the way on the bottom of the level. Well, wouldn't it be something if, the baby penguin just delivered itself? Let's see if we can make that happen. Pretty sure we can. Might be a little bit tough just because the penguin does have its own walk animation. So, yeah, it is kind of fighting against me right now. But, you know, I think with enough dedication and, like, perseverance, we can totally get this done. Might as well even try to collect the 8 red coins. Actually, that's a really dumb idea, so I'm not gonna do that. But, I mean, that one was right there, so I kinda had to get it. Alright, so I think the mama penguin is over here somewhere. This is kinda hard because it's not exactly easy to control the penguin and the camera at the same time, since you use the D-pad to sort of rotate the character where you want them to go, and the C buttons to move the camera, and, like, it's on opposite sides of the controller. And the N64 controller is designed for a mutant. I don't know why they thought 3 freaking things was a good idea, but whatever, man. I actually am playing this with a legit N64 controller. That was a hassle to get freaking working, by the way. So here's how I have this set up, and this is, like, so dumb. I'm surprised it worked, honestly. So I have one of those USB GameCube things. So I have a USB to GameCube controller adapter, but obviously I want to play with an N64 controller. So I actually have a N64 to GameCube controller port adapter. So here's what I have. I have my N64 controller plugged into that N64 to GameCube controller adapter, and then I have that adapter plugged into my GameCube to USB, like, thing, and that plugged into my PC, and somehow, through the magic of technology, what the heck just happened? Did I fall through the level? I don't think there's a gap there. I'm pretty sure I just fell directly through the level. I mean, I did say before, this hack is kind of glitchy, but that is the first time I've seen that happen. Holy crap. Jeez, man. But, yeah, so I'm surprised that somehow, through, like, 3 different conversion methods, my N64 controller managed to work. I did have to, like, go into my configuration tool to, like, you know, bind all my things correctly to the controller and mess with like the dead zones and everything, because the analog stick was not working properly at first. But I somehow got to the point where I can actually play with the N64 controller, and gotta admit, man, it feels kind of good to play Mario 64 on an emulator with the actual controller. Because like that's the thing with a lot of N64 games, right? Unless you're using an actual N64 controller, they feel just kind of janky. I don't know, like it doesn't translate well to newer controllers, I guess. Because I've tried playing a ton of different N64 games with like an Xbox controller, and it just does not work, man. Like, it is not a good way to play those games. Alright, this is actually working out pretty well. The penguin is cooperating with me right now. Yeah, see, there's no freaking gap right there. I have no idea how I just, like, fell through the level last time, but whatever. I'll chalk that up to a glitch. And, guess what, guys? We did it! The penguin delivered himself. Get over here. And there we go. So, I mean, hey, that was something, right? It may have caused us to die and taken a little bit longer than I expected, but we did it, and I'm happy to say that we did. Proud of myself, guys. Alright, sweet. Now that we're done with that, you know what? I think we've seen and got the gist of, like, everything that we can do with Cappy and Mario 64. But I do kind of want to end off this video by doing something fun, so now that we know we can take control of doors, oh wow, I actually do have the 3 stars required to unlock this door now. Hey, unlocking it from the inside. That's something you don't see every day. But, so normally, you need like 8 stars to go to the first Bowser level, but, you know, we could just move that door out of the way with Cappy. Not even a big deal, so let's go fight Bowser. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be the final boss version of Bowser, but, you know, I figured to end off this video, we should at least do a Bowser fight. And, this level's kind of fun because this is how I sort of tested this ROM hack before recording. I just like took over this exclamation block, and yeah, we're just gonna beat the entire level as this block because why the heck not? It's actually, I don't know, man, I thought this was really funny when I did it the first time, so I wanted to show you guys because just the fact that you can beat this entire stage as a block is pretty incredible. Now keep in mind, you can't jump at all, so we pretty much like have to just beat this level by using the slopes in geometry of the level itself, which is really, really cool. We are kind of cheating a little bit because obviously we can just float over like nothingness as a block, but it's still kind of cool seeing the fact that you can just use the slopes of the level to gain height naturally instead of just like controlling your height via a button or something like that, because as far as I know, there's no way that you can do that. Unless there was like something that I missed on the ROM hack page, which I don't think there is. Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna sneak around here a little bit, use that to get some extra height. Let's orient the camera. Now, we can't actually beat the entire level as a block. We do need to make a couple of jumps as Mario right at the end, but you can almost beat the entire level as a block. Once you get to like this point though, yeah, we're kind of stuck, so unfortunate. I know there was no other way that I could figure out how to get that block higher when I was like testing this out, so this is sort of as far as I got. Now here's the tough part though. Even though I just said I like playing N64 games with N64 controllers, I do not like how imprecise the analog stick can be sometimes, so let's try and safely make our way up here. I don't know. For whatever reason, that freaks me out every time I do it. It's just, I don't trust my jumps at all in Mario 64 in like really tight spaces like that, so yeah. Alright, it's Bowser time, baby. Let's do it. Now, the fun thing about Bowser is, we can control him. So what's up, buddy? How you doing? Let's just, you know, take Bowser right over to the edge of the stage. Maybe make it a little bit easier for us to grab hold of his tail and just start swinging him around. Oh, I like how there are no bombs over in this area, so I dragged him in like the worst possible location. Good job, man. Good job. Alright, well, whatever. You know, we can take control of him again, hopefully. There we go. And, he's already kind of close to this bomb, but bring closer. And now, let's just grab hold of that tail, spin him around, bam. So long, Bowser. It's been nice, man. But yeah, obviously Cappy makes that fight a whole heck of a lot easier. It almost makes me want to go and fight the other Bowsers just because probably wouldn't take me that long. But yeah, you do actually have to fight the Bowsers because you need the keys, since like the castle is actually split up into 3 different segments. Something I did not know prior to messing with this ROM hack, because like the first thing that I tried to do was go to like the final boss, Bowser. Turns out, can't do that. You need the keys, which is really weird, but I guess it makes sense. Alright, now that that is done, you know what? I think that's where I'm going to end off this video. So if you guys enjoyed this, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.